we've got steaks. These are some T-bone steaks from Fry's. Fry's has some great sales sometimes, so we're gonna be cooking steaks on the Pitboss 820 pellet smoker. Now I'm not gonna smoke them, I am gonna grill them, and I'm gonna cook them hot. I'm gonna pop or bump it up to its maximum temperature. So when I cook steaks, I like to keep it real basic. It's really just a recipe that my family's always done when we cook steaks hot. Now, it's Argentine style. Really what it is salt and white pepper. Thank you, Jenna. So these guys, salt it. Be liberal with the salt, because a lot of it's going to melt off. They are fattier cuts. So pretty much whatever we put on here is going to start dripping off. So we want it to start soaking in. Thank you. White pepper, probably my favorite ingredient. Now, two things about white pepper is it's pretty spicy and it'll make you sneeze. So don't go too crazy with the white pepper. I like to give it just a little dusting on both sides. It is hotter than black pepper for sure. I pat the steaks down. My hands are clean. They're just stained from washing my smoker. Flip the steak. Take these blood pads off. Flip this steak. And let's salt this side and this side. Some more white pepper and more white pepper. Pat it in real quick. This little heat shield right here, so you can try to get a sear on the steak. You want to get a sear on your steak, and you want to try to render your fat before you start the slow cooking process. I'm not going to cook it slow, I'm going to cook it pretty hot, but I want to try to be able to kiss the side of the steak with the flame. Grates are on. I took the upper grate off, and now I'm just going to wait for this to get up to temperature. Alright, so you check it out. It's up to temperature perfectly right now. 475, 475. Look at that. So when it's hot, I like to give the grates a little clean with the sponge side. Get some of the ash off. Nice and clean. We are ready for our steaks. Now, before I throw the steaks on, I'm going to say one thing. First thing I like to do when I cook steak is hold it with tongs with the fat stripped down on the grate, and you want to render that fat. You want to get that fat crispy and start to melt a little bit. From there, once this guy gets nice and golden, brown, black, whatever, then you let the steaks flop over and start cooking on their side. But what's important is to get the sides first. So I take a pair of grilling tongs. You're going to hold the steaks on the side and just let it sit there on the grate. Let's begin. tongs in hand. Grill's open. Time to get a sear. Don't let the flames get too crazy. Feel free to lift it. Move it a little bit. You don't want the steak to catch on fire. You just want to sear that fat. So let's keep rendering. Man, this thing is hot. Been searing for a while. We're gonna flip it. There we go. You see it's starting to get nice and crispy on the side. That's what we're looking for. It's a little more on the bottom here. Alright, when you get a little sear, now I'm gonna lay the steaks down. You go there. You go there. I'm gonna close the lid because I want the fire to start dying down, the grill to start backing off. I don't want to catch the steaks on fire or burn them. But we are gonna do a sear, and we just want to get them nice and crispy. So I'm actually gonna back down the smoker now that the steaks have a sear on them. I'm gonna bump it down to 350 and just let them heat up till they're done. Alright, steak's been cooking for a little while, so I'm going to flip it. Now we're gonna let the steak rest for just a little bit and put some foil over it. The lemon is there just for decoration. Thank you, Jenna. She contributed. Let's cover it up real quick. All right, so the steak's been resting for a couple minutes now. I'm kind of shooting for medium to medium rare. Can the pellet smoker sear a steak? Yes, it can.